And after it, one such thing was executed, which nobody expected. Her daughter, Princess Latifa, flew away from Dubai and reached Goa via Oman. To resolve this issue, Dubai added one more thing to its tourism policies. Yes, there is now a way for foreigners to obtain citizenship in Dubai. An Emirati citizen becomes a millionaire just after birth. There was no helpline number where one could complain about all this. It was once just a simple fishing village. Every flight used to pass through Pakistan, making Pakistan International Airlines a significant airline. In 1990, the land that is now Dubai was completely barren, dusty soil, overheated conditions, and no water, just a vast desert. But today, Dubai has transformed into a city that surpasses many others in the world. Where there was once no water, now 128 billion imperial gallons of water are provided annually with ease. Huge fountains and canals are being built rapidly. The sandy terrain has been replaced by world-class roads, the tallest buildings, the biggest malls, luxurious hotels, highest restaurants. It is said that building a normal structure in the sand is nearly impossible. Yet Dubai has built the world's tallest building on it. Even the police in Dubai drive supercars like Lamborghini and Ferrari. By now, you must have realized that we are talking about Dubai, the city of the richest people in the world. Many assume that Dubai's wealth comes from oil, but in reality, only 1% of its GDP is derived from oil. The biggest question is, how did this transformation happen, and why couldn't other countries achieve the same success? There is an interesting story behind this. To understand Dubai's success, we must look into its past.
Dubai, there is the tallest building in the world, the largest airport and shopping center, the most luxurious hotel, and the police patrol the city with sports cars.
So how did the Emirates and Dubai in particular get so rich?
Because I know Dubai is not Spanish and Dubai is bad because it is Dubai.
When we go back to 1820, there was nothing in this region. Various kings, known as sheikhs, ruled different areas, and this region was collectively called the Sheikhdom. The area where Dubai is today was once a simple fishing village under the Abu Dhabi Sultanate. However, in 1833, Sheikh Maktoum bin Butti separated Dubai from Abu Dhabi and established it as an independent state. He is known as the founder of Dubai, and to this day, his family continues to rule the emirate. In 1853, when the British controlled much of the world, they used this region as a route from London to Bombay. However, due to frequent raids and piracy, they signed a truce agreement with the sheikhs of the region, including Dubai and Abu Dhabi, to ensure security. This agreement led to the region being renamed the Trucial States. Later, when Russia and France became involved in the area, the British took full control of the foreign affairs of the Trucial States while maintaining security through their army. However, they did not develop the region, as it was just a crossing point for them and held no economic benefit due to its desert landscape. At that time, Dubai was better known for its pearl business than for fishing, but it still remained a simple village. However, Dubai's fate changed in 1958 when Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum became the ruler. He transformed Dubai from a village into a thriving city. In 1959, he visited Europe and was deeply impressed by its infrastructure. Inspired by what he saw, he returned determined to make Dubai a hub for trade, transport, and finance, recognized worldwide. Dubai's location in the Persian Gulf, surrounded by Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar, made it an ideal strategic point connecting Asia, Africa, and Europe. Sheikh Rashid took advantage of this and focused on expanding the natural Dubai Creek, which previously only accommodated small boats. He invested all available funds and even took out loans to deepen and widen the creek to allow large ships to dock. His decision was met with criticism, as many did not understand his vision. However, the move proved to be a massive success, attracting large commercial ships to Dubai, which significantly boosted the economy. Sheikh Rashid didn't stop there. He built an airport and continued investing heavily in infrastructure. Though many ridiculed him for spending such large sums, his persistence paid off. In 1966, oil was discovered in Dubai, but in much smaller quantities compared to its neighboring countries. Understanding that oil reserves would not last forever, Sheikh Rashid wisely invested oil revenues into infrastructure development instead. He famously stated, "My grandfather and father rode camels. I drive a Mercedes. My son will drive a Land Rover. His son will also drive a Land Rover, but his future son will ride a camel again." This statement highlighted his determination to make Dubai independent of oil wealth. While Sheikh Rashid was building Dubai's infrastructure, another major change occurred. Dubai gained independence from British rule. The British withdrew in 1968, as maintaining security in the region was too costly. By December 1971, the 7 Emirates unified to form the United Arab Emirates, UAE, with Ras Al Khaimah joining a year later. Dubai remained an independent kingdom within the UAE. Sheikh Rashid understood that global shipping routes needed refueling and docking ports. Recognizing Dubai's prime location, he built Port Rashid in 1972, allowing ships to stop for commercial activities, similar to how a highway benefits a village's economy. Seeing its success, he constructed an even larger port, Jebel Ali, in 1979. Today, it remains the biggest port in the Middle East. Alongside these developments, Dubai dry docks were built to repair ships, solidifying Dubai's reputation as a commercial hub. While other countries were spending their oil wealth on extravagant palaces, Sheikh Rashid focused on sustainable development. He made a game-changing decision by declaring Dubai's ports a tax-free zone, waiving all import, export, and manufacturing duties. This bold move made Dubai the preferred route for global trade, contributing to 24% of its GDP. Sheikh Rashid's vision and risk-taking ability set Dubai on the path to rapid transformation. To support development, skilled foreign workers were invited to Dubai. Sheikh Rashid believed that a country's progress depends on skilled individuals who are eager to grow. The world changes rapidly, and staying ahead requires continuous learning and adaptation. Meanwhile, in aviation, Karachi's airport was once a major hub in Pakistan due to its strategic location, making Pakistan International Airlines, PIA, one of the largest airlines. However, Sheikh Rashid aimed to redirect air traffic through Dubai. He built multiple runways and convinced major airlines like Singapore Airlines, Air India, and Malaysian Airlines to use Dubai as a refueling stop. To fully capture the market, Dubai launched its own airline, Emirates, in 1985, even buying aircraft from Pakistan. With government backing, tax exemptions, and strategic planning, Emirates grew to surpass its competitors, becoming one of the world's leading airlines. Dubai is often perceived as a conservative city, yet it maintains an open and welcoming environment for foreigners. Sheikh Rashid understood that for Dubai to attract visitors and businesses, it needed to be accommodating. His son continues this legacy, ensuring Dubai remains a top global destination. As Dubai's ports and trade flourished, Sheikh Rashid focused on making Dubai a prime tourist hotspot. Thus began Dubai's journey to becoming the world-famous city we see today. Dubai's journey toward becoming a global tourist destination began with its ports. Initially, the city relied on people arriving by ship, but as large buildings and hotels started emerging, the foundation for tourism was laid. Many luxurious hotels were constructed during this period, and Dubai's hotel sector experienced rapid growth. However, despite these developments, the city struggled to attract international tourists. In 1990, Sheikh Rashid envisioned Dubai as a global tourist hub, believing that attracting visitors from around the world would accelerate its progress. Yet, even with world-class hotels and top-tier facilities, tourists were still not coming. To address this, Dubai introduced an element of glamour into its tourism industry. The city began to scale up everything that was already famous worldwide, bringing it to Dubai in an even grander form. One such project was the construction of the Burj Al Arab in 1999. At the time, it was the tallest hotel in the world, built on an artificial island. However, before the hotel could fully begin operations, Sheikh Rashid passed away in the same year, and his son, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, took over. Driven by the same vision as his father, Sheikh Mohammed pushed Dubai's development even faster. The Burj Al Arab officially opened in December 1999, quickly gaining fame as one of the most luxurious and expensive hotels in the world. It was even labeled as the world's only 7-star hotel at the time. The hotel boasted a private beach exclusively for its guests and a dedicated helipad. With projects like these, Dubai captured the world's attention. Sheikh Mohammed was heavily inspired by American architect Daniel Burnham, who played a key role in designing modern Chicago. Burnham believed that if a city wanted to leave a lasting impression on the world, it had to undertake grand and ambitious projects. Mediocre efforts would go unnoticed and fail to generate significant growth. Following this philosophy, Dubai began building everything on an unprecedented scale. On what was once barren desert land, where even constructing a single room seemed impossible, the world's best architects were invited to create an entire futuristic city. The city expanded further into the sea with artificial islands, an idea that once seemed like a mere dream. Managing water resources was another significant challenge during this massive construction boom. However, Dubai developed an advanced water management system that made seawater drinkable, successfully overcoming this hurdle. In addition to tax-free ports, Dubai made the entire country tax-free for individuals and businesses. Instead of taxing its residents, Dubai utilized revenue from oil exports, tourism, and trade. This tax-free policy attracted wealthy individuals and businesses worldwide, leading many to shift their headquarters to Dubai. As a result, the city saw a massive influx of people, and today, Dubai's population stands at around 3.5 million. However, only 300,000 of them are Emirati citizens. Despite having a large expatriate population, Dubai does not grant citizenship to foreigners. By law, only Arabs who settled before 1925 or whose parents are Emirati can obtain citizenship. Even marrying an Emirati does not guarantee citizenship. Only women can acquire it after 7 years of marriage and at least 1 child. If there are no children, the waiting period extends to 10 years. Men, however, have no such option. The only other way to obtain Dubai citizenship is through exceptional achievements. Accomplished artists, scientists, doctors with over 10 years of experience, reputable investors, or individuals who have received prestigious awards may qualify for citizenship provided they have a clean legal record. Even then, they do not receive voting rights. Despite these restrictions, Dubai citizenship comes with numerous benefits, including free education, free healthcare, housing allowances, and a cost of living allowance. In a way, Emiratis receive a form of monthly income. Those working in the private sector even get additional top-ups of up to $1,700 If an Emirati citizen does not own land, they can request the government. Dubai's government provides numerous job preferences and subsidies for its citizens, making them financially well off from birth. This extensive support system ensures that Emirati citizens remain satisfied with the government, preventing any demand for political change. During the 2011 Arab Spring, when protests erupted across the Middle East, Dubai remained untouched. Unlike neighboring countries, its citizens did not seek to alter the system because they were already content. Dubai operates as an autocratic Islamic state, where citizens enjoy privileges, but the city's success story has not been equally bright for everyone. A large number of workers were involved in building Dubai's infrastructure, yet most of them were not citizens. These workers primarily came from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, and the Philippines. Unfortunately, their working conditions were far from ideal, with low wages and instances of exploitation by employers. Foreign workers in Dubai and other Gulf countries do not arrive independently. They are brought in through a system known as the Kafala system. Under this system, the government grants permission to employers to hire workers from other countries. The employer covers travel expenses, provides accommodation, and pays wages. However, the major flaw in this system is that a worker's visa and employment status are entirely dependent on their employer rather than the government. This means that if a worker wants to leave their job, they need their employer's approval. Quitting without permission is considered a crime, and legal action can be taken against them. Due to this control, the Kafala system is often referred to as a form of modern slavery in Western media. Some employers confiscate workers' passports, visas, and phones, forcing them to live in overcrowded dormitories. In many cases, workers unknowingly sign unfair contracts due to language barriers. There have even been reports of passports being sold to other employers. The 2014 Human Rights Watch report shed light on the dire conditions faced by female workers, many of whom were subjected to abuse. Some were denied wages, restricted from contacting their families, forced to work up to 20 hours a day, and given only 4 hours of sleep. They had no holidays and no helpline for reporting mistreatment. Following global criticism, the UAE introduced a new worker protection law in 2017, which brought some improvements. However, a 2022 report by The Guardian revealed that many workers still had their passports confiscated and that labor laws were not consistently enforced, reigniting concerns about worker exploitation. While Dubai grants favorable rights to its male citizens, the rules for women remain strict. In 2018, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum's daughter, Princess Latifa, attempted to flee Dubai and reached Goa via Oman. However, she was captured by the Indian Coast Guard and sent back to Dubai on a private jet. In 2021, she secretly recorded a video stating that she was being held against her will and that her life was in danger. Similarly, in 2019, Princess Haya bint Al Hussein, the wife of Dubai's ruler, fled to England with her 2 children, where she was granted asylum. Another case involved Princess Shamsa, Latifa's sister, who disappeared in July 2000 while vacationing in London. She was reportedly kidnapped and forcibly returned to Dubai via private jet. In June 2020, a UK court confirmed that her father was responsible for her abduction. Dubai presents itself as a modern city, but beneath its glamorous exterior, it remains a conservative and authoritarian state. While the city has made remarkable progress, some areas still lag behind. Nevertheless, transforming a barren desert into a thriving metropolis is nothing short of a miracle.